I talk about this all the time. You don't want to build a brand around you as the epicenter, meaning your content is all about your perspectives, thoughts, and experiences around anything, which makes your brand irrelevant as everyone follows you for different reasons. You want to build a brand around your practice as the epicenter. You are a mad scientist or an artist who is obsessed with his craft, and whenever you open your mouth, you only talk about how to succeed with this craft. I call this practitioner brand. You can watch this video over here as I go in detail about this concept. Well, how do you build a practitioner brand? Here are 5 simple steps. Number 1, solve common problems but provide unique solutions. Sleep is one of the biggest problems we face today. There are so many scientists who are working on to come up with unique and better solutions. Resistance is another big problem. If you ask anybody why they haven't finished their book or why they haven't started that podcast, it is resistance. Authors like Steven Pressfield are trying their best to solve this through their work. The problem you solve must be so big and painful that the very first question someone have is not why, but how do I solve that? I talk about videos. Almost everyone knows there is nothing else that is more powerful than videos because people can see you, people can hear you in live. There is nothing more to it, so it's complete. Now, the most important thing here is you need to come up with unique solutions to solve this common problem. People say don't reinvent the wheel. Sure, but at least understand all the different components and find a gap you can fill. If not, there is no innovation. So why should people buy from you? Just because they found you first? The whole point of building a practitioner brand is to show up as a practitioner. If you are not one yet, you have to become one. Don't say, that's the job of my product team. If you are in business, you are an innovator. Number 2, define in one word. If you can't define your work in one word, you lose the game. For years, I struggled with this, but now it's very clear. I'm all about videos. James Clear is all about habits. Win Gyang is all about communication. Carl Newport is all about productivity. Matthew Walker is all about sleep. Brian Johnson is all about longevity. If you are unable to define in one word, maybe you are a deep generalist, like Alex Hormozy, who understands the whole business dynamics. But unless you are a $100 million CEO, that's not how you want to build your brand. You don't have $2 million every single year to spend on content. You have to find your one core piece of element to specialize in. This cannot be business, but it can be profit generation in and of itself. A clear outcome you can build an audience around. Number 3, create a basic structure and start making content. As soon as you see the problem, come up with your unique solution, define in one word, and start making content. Don't wait. There is no way you can understand what you're doing with some market research. You have to make more content and create an environment where you have the feedback loop. Your greatest enemy is resistance. It comes to you by saying, oh no, you are not ready yet. It is not the perfect time to start. Well, you don't need a fancy setup. I'm a testament to that. If you're watching this video up to here, I already won the game. All you need is your brain to think and create content from all different angles around this one keyword you came up with. If you have a day job, you want to come up with the idea and write your script in the weekdays and record your video in the weekends. If you're doing this full time, you have a hell lot of time. Find a schedule that works for you. Put that in your calendar and start tomorrow or today if that's within your reach. Number 4, make conclusions and optimize for more. When you make a lot of noise or a lot of content, you will start noticing signals. Things starts to work out. When something is obvious, I'm getting more reach whenever I do this. My retention is high when I start my videos this way. I'm getting a lot of engagement whenever I talk about this topic. Make conclusions about it quickly. When something happens repeatedly for 3 times, it's obvious. It might work every single time for the rest of your life. Make them the standards and optimize for more. You don't want to do only things that's working. Keep hunting for more. And whenever something is obvious, add that on your list and make your standards higher and higher. So eventually you build an iconic personal brand. Number 5, spend more time practicing your craft. The North Star of your brand is to become deep. The deeper the insights you share, the more reputation you build. And the more traffic you gain in the long term. People misunderstand the difference between deep and easiness of understanding. Deep is a result of a practitioner spending so much time figuring a solution out. Easiness of understanding is a result of communication and storytelling. You can share a deep insight that took you 7 years to make a conclusion about in a simple way everybody understands. You don't have to be a mad scientist talking to another mad scientist when you present the content, even though you are when you're making the conclusion. You can be as simple as it took me 7 years to figure this out. I will share you in 3 minutes. Don't do ABC, do XYZ. Is that clear? Follow these 5 steps to build a practitioner brand for yourself. That's all for this video. I hope you liked. I will see you on the next one.